week on Film Friday, it's Free Solo. Welcome to Film Friday, a bi-monthly cinematic analysis show where I focus on a couple of my favorites and a few fixes. So this week, we got Free Solo. Oh my gosh! Alex Honnold, I don't know if you're a genius, a nutcase, mixture of both. I have no idea, but I was impressed. This was a movie not for the faint at heart. Knowing that you survived and I'm still watching this movie with butterflies in my stomach. Jimmy Chin, hats off. I know I'm not wearing a hat right now, but unbelievable. Really, really impressed. So the disclaimer is, if you haven't seen Free Solo, do yourself a favor, go watch, and then come back, because I hate reading or hearing movie reviews before I see the film. So for favorite number one, there's a part where Alex talks about practice equals confidence. And there's a sequence on the climb called the boulder problem, where he spends months and months and years working this one section. And the scene that's most impressive is he goes through line by line, position by position, each and every move. The way his thumbs move, the way his feet have to move, what he can do and what he can't do, just for this one section. And it seems like he could do it in his sleep. And he says the more he practices, the more confidence he builds. Unbelievable. So my second favorite is that the last maybe 15 minutes, there's hardly any dialogue while Alex climbs the mountain. There's minimum conversation with the various cameramen and Jimmy's crew, saying how they don't want to watch their good friend die on camera. And there's some beautiful shots of Alex and him breathing and him focusing. But for the most part, it's a relatively quiet sequence. There's a little bit of music, but it's the audacity of what he's doing needs no dialogue. You need to just sit back and watch. I loved that. Now, it was hard to come up with a fix for this film, if I'm being honest, because cinematography was incredible, the team's incredible. I like the realism of who Alex is, and though he comes off as a little callous and a little Terminator-esque, it's believable that that's who he really is. But my one fix, sorry, is his girlfriend. It's not that she's unsupportive, because she is supportive, but it seems like she doesn't get it. She doesn't get that, when he finally makes it to the top and they have a really beautiful moment on the phone together, she seems to be relieved that, oh, he's going to hang up his shoes and he's never going to do this again. Where that's not the case. Like, Alex is always going to be pushing the limit as far as he can. I don't know how it's going to work out for them in the end, and I think just from a film perspective, I thought she was a little bit weak in the fact that I wanted her to get it, that no matter what, he's going to be pushing right to the edge. Now, before we wrap up, it's important to remember there's a sequence in the movie where they run through some famous free soloists, and every one of them are dead. I think it's not really a fix, but there's a weightiness to what Alex is doing, and it's not to be taken lightly. I think it's a recognition that this is extremely dangerous, and Alex approaches it not in a reckless manner, not in a manner of Yahoo, but in the manner of an Olympic athlete, an elite athlete who spends his entire day figuring out these tiny, tiny problems. I think Tommy Caldwell says in the movie, he goes, imagine trying to get an Olympic level gold medal, except that if you don't get gold, you die. So we hope you enjoyed. I'd love to hear your feedback. Leave in the comments below what you thought about Free Solo. If you've seen any other climbing movies, then you'd like us to review them. I loved this experience. I can't wait for the next one. I'm excited to see what Alex and the gang come up with next. I'm really hoping that he keeps pushing the envelope, but he doesn't push too far. We want to see more great climbing from Alex and more records to be broken, but we don't want to hear a sad headline. So thank you, Jimmy Chin and your crew, for making an incredible film, well worthy of the Oscar. We'll see you next time. So, my second favorite, oh, that's too loud. That's so loud.